Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show.
Opening day is by It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals took down the visiting Braves 4-3. The Oakland Athletics combined to give up just 5 hits as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 4-3. The Phils amassed 14 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-2. The Brewers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 5-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates allowed only 5 hits in the game as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks bested the visiting Padres 5-4. The Colorado Rockies totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-0. The Boston Red Sox took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-3. The Tampa Bay Rays smacked 15 team hits as they got the extra inning victory over the Blue Jays 7-6. The Baltimore Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 4-2. The Guardians hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Tigers 9-5. The Astros put together 10 total hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-3. The Twins got 11 hits overall as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 11-7. The Mariners racked up 11 hits as a team as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 5-4. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting off in the National League East. Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals defeated the visiting Tigers 3-2. Also out of the nation's capital, first baseman Trey Mancini will be out of action for at least 10 days as he's been placed on the injured list. He's got a torn labrum in his throwing arm. The Bo Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they manhandled the Mets 7-0. The Orioles picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-0. Christopher Morel had 3 hits in the contest, leading the Cubs to a win over the Braves 3-1. Zach Wheeler got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run, leading Philadelphia to the victory over the Brewers 3-1. Eric Lauer fell short of the shutout but pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 1-0. Jake Fraley was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, helping the Reds down the Blue Jays 3-2. The Yankees got the extra inning victory against the Guardians 3-2. The Royals got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-1. The Houston Astros launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 12-7. Garrett Cooper plated 3 runs on the day, helping the Halos defeat the Rangers 6-3. The Rays earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-2. The White Sox brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the Seattle Mariners 5-4. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals totaled 11 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-2. Wilson Contreras had 3 hits on the day, helping the Cardinals get by the Marlins 6-1. The Rockies broke up their 5-game losing skid as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-2. The Giants swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-0. The Milwaukee Brewers combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-1. The Reds grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-2. The A's snapped their 5-game losing streak as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-2. The Cleveland Guardians combined to give up just 5 hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 4-3. The Padres allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-1. Adley Rutschman was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 6-1. The Astros hit 3 long balls as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-6. George Springer swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Bluebirds took down the White Sox 3-2. The Tigers starting pitcher, number 36, collected his first ever W at the big league level as the Tigers took care of the Mariners 4-3. The Halos defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-2. The New York Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-5. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL East, the Marlins completed a 3-game series sweep as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals 6-5. The New York Mets allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-2. The Atlanta Braves launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-2. The Phillies totaled 13 hits as a team as they sent their crowd home happy with a walk-off win in extra innings over the Cardinals 7-6. The Cincinnati Reds took down the visiting Mariners 4-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-0. The Dodgers combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-4. The Cubs Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Miami Marlins had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-1. The Brewers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 3-2. The Cubbies got 11 hits overall as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-3. The Detroit Tigers had 6 stolen bags in the contest as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-2. The Bo Sox tallied 5 home runs overall as they blew out the Jays 10-3. The Chicago White Sox broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-2. Francisco Mejia drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Rays took down the Astros 12-5. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the San Diego Padres held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 11-1. The Philadelphia Phillies went deep 4 times as they pounded the Guardians. Welcome to our Wednesday. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the San Francisco Giants got 18 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 12-3. Vaughn Grissom launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Braves took care of the Dodgers 8-3. The Cardinals combined for 4 total home runs as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-5. The Pirates got 18 hits as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 10-2. Shane Bieber earned the win, his 4th this season. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East, the Minnesota Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 3-0. The Tigers sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the visiting Mets 7-2. The Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Giants 7-3. The Mariners racked up 11 hits as a team as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 7-1. Spencer Strider earned the 3rd W of his season as the Braves took care of the Dodgers 2-0. The Toronto Blue Jays bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for a 4-hitter as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-1. The Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3. Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. Looking first at the NL East, the Nats totaled 11 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-3. The Mets bested the Tigers in extra innings 5-4. The Giants put together 10 total. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Nats allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 3-2. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL East, Lane Thomas grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Nationals disposed of the Phillies 5-4. It was their 5th straight victory. The New York Mets pounded out 17. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 3-0. The Seattle Mariners pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-0. The Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-3. The Reds took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-0. The Texas Rangers launched 3 home runs as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 6-4. The Arizona Diamondbacks got the best of the Brewers at home 5-4. The Los Angeles Dodgers went deep 4 times as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-6. The Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 9-3. The Twins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-4. The Angels hit 3 long balls as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-3. The White Sox beat the visiting Rays 3-1. The Guardians totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-3. Garrett Whitlock collected win number 3 this year, leading the Red Sox over Kansas City 3-2. The Houston Astros got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2. The Baltimore Orioles got 18 hits as they dismantled the A's 12-3. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-6. The Chicago White Sox combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the visiting Braves 9-8. The Pittsburgh Pirates took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-3. The Miami Marlins got a road win against Arizona 4-3. The Milwaukee Brewers tallied 5 home runs overall as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 8-6. The Colorado Rockies smacked 15 team hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 9-5. The Chicago Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-1. Brian Bayo got his 3rd win this season, helping lead the Red Sox over Cincinnati 3-2. They now have 6 straight victories. The Blue Jays got 11 hits overall as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Yankees 5-3. The Minnesota Twins picked up, 19 hits in this one as they blew out Baltimore 10-2. The Tampa Bay Rays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Guardians in Cleveland 6-0. The Detroit Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 10-5. Max Stasey was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Angels disposed of Houston 10-9. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Taijuan Walker grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, helping Philadelphia dispose of the Nationals 6-1. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Mike Gonzalez earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Nationals to a win over the Buccos 4-2. The Atlanta Braves went deep 4 times as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-7. The Marlins totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 7-1. The Phillies pounded out 17 hits in this one as they beat the visiting Rays 7-6. The Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 6-5. Tanner Tully had his first victory of the year as the Yanks got a win over Cincinnati 6-3. Lance Lynn got the win and now has 150 on his career as the White Sox pushed past the Brewers 6-1. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL East, the Nationals sent 3 balls into the seats as they made short work of the Padres 14-5. In other news from Washington, D.C., third baseman Nino Cruz has been placed on the 10-day IL according to team reports. He has a broken hand. Brandon Drury had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Yanks to the win over the Marlins 15-1. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Toronto Blue Jays finished off a 2-game sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-0. Marcus Stroman won his 4th game thus far, leading the Cardinals to a win against the Braves 5-4. The New York Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 5-0. The Cubs launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-0. The Cincinnati Reds had 12 hits as a team as they dismantled the Giants 8-2. The Pirates combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 4-3. The Rays finished off a 3-game sweep as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 7-1. The Astros brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 3-2. The Cleveland Guardians totaled 11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 8-5. Casey Mize collected win number 2 on the year as the Tigers disposed of the Rockies 4-0. The White Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 4-3. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-0. The Mariners swiped 5 bags as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-5. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National League East, Robbie Ray was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Cards took down the Nationals 1-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. In other Nationals news, catcher Travis d'Arnaud is headed to the injured list for at least the next 10 days. He's suffering from a torn groin muscle. Manuel Margot collected a total of 4 driven in as the Yankees disposed of the Phillies 6-4. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Sean Murphy drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets 7-6. As of today, he is leading the National League in home runs. The Marlins center fielder, number 2, had a total of 3 RBIs on the day, helping the Fish get past the Giants 5-2. Andres Gimenez hit for the cycle, leading the Guardians past the Cubs 11-7. As of today, he is the American League leader in slugging percentage. The Rockies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 7-1. The San Diego Padres allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 2-0. The Rays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 10-9. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Blue Jays combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 8-3. The Orioles pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-1. The Chi Sox hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-4. The Tigers got 11 hits overall as they plundered the Pirates 6-0. Edward Olivares dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs. Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-5. Bailey Falter earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Phillies got the best of the Yankees 3-1. Domingo Germán collected win number 3 this year, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets 3-2. The Miami Marlins combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-1. Miles Straw was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, leading the Guardians past the Cubs 5-4. They now have 5 straight wins. Joe Ryan won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks 5-0. He currently has the most shutouts among pitchers in the National League. The Dodgers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-0. Zach Eflin grabbed his 2nd win of the year as the Rays got a win against Cincinnati 4-1. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Brewers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-4. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-1. The Red Sox third baseman, number 92, collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits, helping the Red Sox take care of the Braves 11-7. Joel Payamps earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as the Brewers pushed past the Diamondbacks 2-1. The Rangers tallied 5 home runs overall as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-4. JT Brubaker got his 2nd W of the season. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Nats 2-1. Luis Severino grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Braves got a win over the Twins 3-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Ronzi Contreras got his 3rd win this season as the Pirates pushed past the Marlins 2-1. The Metropolitans racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 2-1. The Philadelphia Phillies swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they destroyed the Angels 8-2. Jake Fraley was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, leading the Reds to victory over the Padres 4-3. He is currently among the National League slugging percentage leaders. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 9-5. The Baltimore Orioles held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-0. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Nationals combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed a win in extras over the Giants 3-1. In other Nationals news, center fielder number 7 is currently listed as day-to-day. They're calling it a sprained MCL. The Padres smacked 15 team hits as they manhandled the Marlins 11-4. Merrill Kelly got the win number 7 thus far, helping the Diamondbacks get by the Phillies 1-0. He currently has the most wins in the National League. Bryce Elder collected win number 2 on the year, helping lead the Cubs to a win over the Mariners 6-2. Trevor May won his first game of the season as the Athletics took care of the Reds 5-2. The Cardinals got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-3. The Red Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Yankees 4-2. It was their 5th straight victory. The Chicago White Sox put together 10 total hits as they pounded the Guardians 8-0. The Detroit Tigers went deep 4 times as they embarrassed the Dodgers 11-3. The Twins launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 8-7. Mike Trout sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6 as the Angels disposed of Houston 12-10. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Texas Rangers combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East, Jacob deGrom got the W and now has 5 this year as Texas got past the Nationals 2-0. The win was their 6th in a row. Aniel De Los Santos grabbed his 2nd win of the year as Cleveland took down the Mets 3-1. The Marlins got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-2. Jordan Lyles got his second W of the season as the Giants took down the Braves 2-1. Kevin Alcantara drove in 3, helping the Cubs down the Dodgers 5-4. The St. Louis Cardinals combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-0. The San Diego Padres combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-2. The Boston Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-4. Randy Arozarena added 3 RBIs to his total as the Rays pushed past the A's 6-4. He currently has the most hits in the American League. The Orioles put up 16 hits on the day as they bested the visiting Rockies 11-8. The White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-1. The Tigers' starting pitcher, number 4, collected his 5th win in relief, helping lead the Tigers to the win over the Yankees 3-2. The Minnesota Twins swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-5. The Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 12-4. The Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 6-2. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Rangers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 5-4. The win was their 7th in a row. Pete Alonso drove in 4, helping the Mets push past the Guardians 5-1. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. The Miami Marlins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-2. The Braves combined for 4 total home runs as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 10-6. Will Smith plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as the Dodgers defeated the Cubs 11-2. The Cardinals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-1. The Padres totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 13-12. The Red Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 7-1. Drew Rasmussen was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Rays pushed past the A's 4-3. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. The Colorado Rockies had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-1. Bobby Miller got his first career win, helping the White Sox push past the Royals 6-1. The Yankees put together 10 total hits as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 7-0. The Brewers combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-0. The Seattle Mariners got 12 hits in this one as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 7-1. The Cincinnati Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 4-2. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National League East, the Astros knocked out 10 Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, Dominic Smith picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, helping the Nationals get a win over Houston 5-3. Austin Riley was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping the Braves to a win over the Yankees 11-8. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Pete Alonso had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Mets were winners over the Marlins 6-4. As of today, he is leading the National League in home runs. Matt Strom collected win number 2 on the year, helping the Phillies get past the Padres 4-3. Joel Payamps got his 6th win of the year out of the bullpen as the Brewers took care of the Reds 2-0. Robbie Ray earned win number 7 this season as the Cardinals beat their rival Cubs 3-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Ryan Nelson earned his first victory of the season as Arizona got a win over Baltimore 4-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 11 hits overall as they toppled the Rockies 11-3. The Dodgers racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 5-4. The Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-1. Nick Sandlin earned the 3rd W of his season as Cleveland took care of San Francisco 3-1. The Tigers totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-3. The Kansas City Royals snapped their 7-game losing streak as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 8-6. Tyler Mahle got win number 1 on the year as Oakland pushed past the Angels 4-3. The Mariners sent 3 balls into the seats as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 10-5. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Dominic Smith plated 3 runs on the day as Washington got the best of the Royals 4-2. The Diamondbacks put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-5. The Metropolitans went deep 4 times as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 9-5. The Atlanta Braves tallied 5 home runs overall as they were winners in extra innings over the Reds 10-6. The Houston Astros combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-2. The St. Louis Cardinals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Seattle Mariners finished off a 3-game sweep as they manhandled the Mets 12-2. The Phillies amassed 14 hits in the game as they stole a walk-off win in extras against the Giants 7-6. The San Diego Padres totaled 11 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-5. The Reds grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-3. Merrill Kelly pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as Arizona were winners over the Royals 6-5. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Rockies hit 3 long balls as they pulverized the Twins 12-0. The Bronx Bombers had 12 hits as a team as they destroyed the Rays 10-3. The Chicago White Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-3. The Stros got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox